Hey, what if I asked you, what is the relationship between the number of hours you're on your phone and the amount of hours that you sleep? Would you say the more hours that you're on your phone, the more hours you sleep? Or would you say that as the number of hours that you're on your phone decreases, the number of hours that you sleep also decreases? Or would you say that there is no relationship between the hours you're on your phone and the amount of sleep that you get? Well, in today's lesson, we're going to explore that idea and many more. So let's get to it. Hey, what's up, chat? Welcome to Unit 7, Day 5. In this unit, we are identifying the relationships between scatter plots, okay? So we're going to identify them, we're going to analyze them, and we're going to be able to justify the relationship between that we find in scatter plots, okay? So by way of review, last time we defined a scatter plot is a graph with multiple points that shows the relationship, and here's the key, between two sets of data, okay? And so in a scatter plot, you have two sets of data, two variables being displayed on a graph. And there are three types of correlations that we're going to talk about in this lesson, okay? In this first type, you see that as you're moving from the left to the right on the coordinate plane, you see that the points are starting to go down, okay? So when the points are going down, that is known as a negative correlation, okay? It is the points are moving further down in the negative direction, okay? The second one, as we're going from left to right on our graph, we see that the points are going up in the positive direction, and so that is a positive correlation, okay? When sorry, I forgot to fill this out. When one value increases, okay, the other value decreases, okay? That is a negative, right? As one is increasing, as is going to the right, the other value is going down. And then a positive, when one value increases, okay, the other value also increases. That is a positive relationship. And then lastly, you have points just kind of all scattered about. You have about the same number of points in each section, and this shows no correlation. There's none, okay? And so there is no relationship between the data. I think it's either no or none. We'll say no correlation. No correlation. Okay, so those are the three types of correlations that you might find in a scatter plot, okay? All right, it says no relationship. So no correlation, no relationship, either one, all right? So, hey, this is pretty simple, okay? So I'm not gonna spend a lot of time talking here. I want you to pause the video, and I want you to see if you can really quickly identify the relationship in each of these 5 scatter plots for now. So go ahead and pause it and go and do that. All right, here we go. So in this first one, as we are moving from left to right, as the numbers are increasing, our dots are, our y-axis is, as our x-axis is increasing, our y-axis is decreasing. So that is a negative correlation. This one, all right, the dots are all scattered everywhere, okay? And so that is no relationship or no correlation, either one, all right? And then on this one, we have as the x-axis is increasing, the y-axis is also increasing, so it's going up from left to right, okay? And so there you have it, all right? Again, simply put it, negative is going down as you move from left to right. No correlation, it's all scattered, and positive is moving up as you're going from left to right, all right? So, last two, these are scattered, so that is no relationship. And then this one, as it's going from left to right, it is going up it is increasing, so that is a positive. Okay, positive relationship. Okay, so there you have it. Pretty simple. Okay, in summary, for a positive relationship, as you are moving from left to right, it is increasing. For negative, you moving left to right, it's decreasing, going down, and then no correlation. There's just no relationship. All right. Now we have two more examples that I want to get through here. Okay, and these two, we are looking at and paying attention to what is being graphed at each axis. Okay, so this scatter plot in example number 1 here shows the relationship between class sizes and student achievement. Okay, then it asks us, as the class sizes decrease, the test scores do what? So we have to pay attention to our axis. Okay, so this is class size and this is test scores. Okay, so as the class sizes are decreasing, so as we're going down on the class sizes, what's happening to the points? Well, the points on the test scores are they are increasing, right? Because these numbers are getting bigger. As I'm going down, what's happening to my dots? I'm going further down in the positive direction on the x-axis. So as the class sizes decrease, the test scores are increases. Okay, so again, when I am looking specifically to try to figure out what the relationship, I really have to pay attention to the axis, right? And I have to think about it as I'm moving along each of the axes and what's happening to those variables. Okay, let's look at example number 2. All right, this shows the relationship between the distance traveled and gas remaining in the tank of a car. Okay, so as the gas remaining in the tank decreases, so I'm on this axis, as the gas is decreasing, so as I'm going down, I'm getting less gas. What's happening to the miles traveled? Again, this has the same type of relationship as one is decreasing, the other is increasing. It's a negative relationship. Okay, the opposite is happening. Okay, so the miles traveled increases. Okay, so hey, in both of these examples, I wish we had an example that had a positive relationship, but I'm sure we're going to do some in class and on the decimals as well. But I want you to see, you really have to pay attention to what each of the axes is saying, and make sure that you are moving along moving along the correct axis, and then paying attention to where the points are moving. Okay, so hey, to wrap this up, in this last section, I don't have graphs, but I just want you to predict what would the correlation be between these types of things, right? So, for instance, what is the relationship between education and income? Meaning, the more education you get, do you make more money, right? Are those going to be a positive as one increases, the other one increases? Is it going to be a negative? Meaning when one increases, the other decreases, right? The more education, the less money you make. Or is there these things aren't related at all? Okay, so, hey, I want you to, you're going to just do this on your own. And maybe at the end of the video, I'll put the answers really quickly. But actually, we'll end the video there. All right, so do this on your own in class. I want you to raise your hand and allow me to check your answers. But, hey, in this video, we have learned how to identify the relationships between scatter plots and be able to, justify and figure out information based on the scatter plot.